I'm sorry, the prosecution team, let me get it right. The prosecution team has rested their case. Y'all, I'm telling you, we was in for a roller coaster ride, right? We thought, at least I thought, that this Diddy case was going to be one way, and it really turned out to be another way. If y'all can attest to this, y'all, put a 1 in the chat, because everybody has had their assumptions, their opinion about this trial. And now all of a sudden a lot of people are changing their opinions, their thoughts, giving all kind of insight of how it's gone since it started versus what we were kind of like informed about, if y'all know what I mean. Come in the building, smash the like button, y'all. Happy Tuesday. I'm telling you, it is going down. It is going down in these Diddy streets, y'all. I'm telling you, we gonna get into it. We just gonna read a little article, and we are going to have a discussion, y'all, because I'm telling you, it is going down. The block is hot. Diddy is about to learn his fate, whether he's guilty or innocent. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I'm like thinking, how is this going to go? I'm lost. I am lost in the sauce, y'all. I don't even know. What I am saying, though, I do want to say this, right? I do believe that the feds are going to pin him to something. I don't think they're going to let him walk free. I mean, I may be wrong, but I think that they're going to pin him to something. Maybe, possibly. And if they are, I'm thinking 10 to maybe 40 years. I don't know. I may be wrong. Like I said, this is just my thoughts about it because they're going to pin him to the wall. But in my opinion, y'all, it was a lot of women that were just in relationships that were just crying and slinging snot over a ring, over a relationship, over being with Diddy, over wanting, to live this lavish lifestyle that they wanted Diddy to, pay up and take care of them for, right? I'm just being for real, because I'm like, even Maya, whatever her name is, even she was like suspect. I'm like, was she sleeping with Diddy too, saying that she was raped and then didn't tell nobody? And then when she felt it was convenient for her, this is when she was throwing in her little grape card. I mean, I don't know, y'all. When I say I'm lost, y'all, I am lost. Hey, Vito. Vito says for money. I think so too. Y'all, we got these ho Merry Christmases, January through December, marching into the following next year, that are sitting here crying and slinging snot, winning relationships and all kind of stuff, right? From Diddy. It was like that they were running a race, a never-ending race. Like, sit down somewhere. This race is never going to end. Diddy holds no allegiance to nobody. Like, are you slow? Do you not know how to add 2 and 2? I mean, I believe so, because Jane Doe, she was an older woman. She was like grandma's age. Over here acting like she don't know what's going on, crying, slinging snot when she was with the smoke all along, right? Hey, Dark MAGA, how are you? I'm telling you, it is crazy. It is crazy. So, I'm saying to y'all, I don't know what is going to happen. Only thing I know is that the prosecution has rested their case. And also, remember when Mr. Agnifilo, remember when all this stuff was going down last year and he was on TMZ tour, on everybody tour, right? And then he was like, yeah, Diddy, he can't wait to take the stand and tell everything that happened to him. And I'm like, this little joker right here, he a little special, right? This little joker, him a little special, right? I was like, why in the world would he tell these people that he can't wait to take the stand? I'm like, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. And then when they asked, I believe it was today, they said, was he going to take the stand? And he said, no, he wasn't going to take the stand or whatever. He didn't, he wasn't, pushed into not taking the stand. But, he has to say if he's going to take the stand or not. And he declined to take the stand. And then the defense, they were supposed to have some witnesses. And the next thing you know, they don't got no witnesses. So are they saying like, hey, we already proved that Diddy's innocent from all of this, all these weeks, and we don't even have to have nobody to come up here and vouch for Diddy? Because if y'all notice, every time the prosecution was asking, and I think the defense too, how do you feel about Diddy? Like, do you not like him? You know, most of them, oh, it's complicated. You know, Cassie was, I love what we had. Like, it was like very suspicious in their response as to how they felt about Diddy. So I'm like, I'm lost in the sauce. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know, y'all. I can't tell y'all. I don't know. Y'all smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Subscribe to my channel, because I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is beyond belief, y'all. But we is going to get into it. Smash the like button, you guys. Smash the like button. We is going to get into it. Do y'all? Hey, Purple Flower, how are you? Hippo, shout out to Gabe Owens, that has a birthday today. Shout out to Gab Owens. Jose, welcome. Purple Flower says, hey, Queen. Hey, Purple Flower, how are you? David, how are you? David says the defense didn't even do anything on the first day. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I don't even know. I'm confused. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like, you know how you go into those, you go to those little carnivals and then you go in the room with the mirrors, you're trying to find your way around. That's how I feel right now. I'm like, I don't even know what in the world to even think at this point, right? Nathan, welcome. Jesse, welcome. So I don't know what to think. I mean, y'all tell me y'all's opinions. Because, I mean, this is very, very suspicious. Hey, Queen Shay, how are you? Welcome. Jesse, welcome. Nathan, welcome. I'm telling you, my baby Jamil Peterson, welcome. My baby's in back of me, somewhere over there. Right there. Y'all see my baby? Y'all see my baby right there? He's on the couch. They see you, baby. They see you. Oh, Queen Shay, hey. Yorba said he should have taken a plea deal. Yorba, they said that he did take a plea deal, but no. They say he turned the plea deal down. What I heard about the plea deal, they say the plea deal, if I was given the right information, they said the plea deal was, I think, 15 years. So, y'all, if they were offering him a plea deal, that's why I said, I believe if he's found guilty, they're going to pin him to something. I believe it's going to be between 10 and 40 years. I'm just saying, I may be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll take the L for it. But all I'm saying is, I don't even know what to think, like what direction to even go in, you guys. I mean, y'all tell me y'all's thoughts. Do y'all think he's guilty? Are y'all like the same way as me? Look, trying like in that little carnival mirror thing, trying to find y'all way. Y'all like are like lost in the sauce. I'm lost in the sauce because I'm like, I don't even know what to expect. If he walks out the courthouse or if he goes to prison, I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know. Hey, Miss Williams, how are you? Oh, welcome. Miss Winters says, hello, first time here from your husband's channel. Thank you, Miss Winters. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the lounge. Time traveler. Hey, how are you? Amanda, how are you? Amanda says Diddy won't get found guilty. That's what everybody's saying, Amanda, after they rested their case, the prosecution today. So I'm lost. I don't know. Yorba says guilty as charged. That's what I was saying too. Joanne says, hi, how are you? Wes says, okay, Miss Winters says he'll be found guilty on one or two charges. Miss Winters, that's what I'm saying. He is going to be found guilty on something, right? Even if it's one or two charges, that's going to carry some years. I believe they are pinning that. They're going to pin something to him because I don't think he's going to walk free. I don't think, but it's just not going to surprise me if he's found guilty or innocent. I don't know, y'all. I don't even know how to think. Jesse says, R. Kelly and P. Diddy at the same cell, I hope. I know, right? They're going to be cellies, right? Amanda says they haven't proved guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what a lot of people are saying. Time Traveler says, nah, Diddy going to do some kind of time. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm all over the board. I'm like, he going to do some time. He's going to be guilty. He's going to be innocent. I'm like, probably yes, no for all. I don't know. Yes, no for all the above. I don't know. Damon says he won't get Rico. Hey, Bronze, how are you? Welcome. David says he'll be guilty he'll be guilty on he'll be guilty almost everything because the defense let it happen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is like a whole, like, this is like something crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness, this not this that like happened and came about. I'm like, what in the world? Brian says he definitely gonna get something. Diddy Glover ain't walking for free. That's what I'm saying too. That's why I feel like I'm all over the board, y'all. So y'all got to excuse me, because at first I'm thinking, y'all, and put a 1 in the chat if y'all were thinking the same way. I'm like, where is the freak off tapes? We okay, they seen some of the freak off tapes. Okay, where's the minors at, right? Where's all these busloads of kids? There's busloads of freak off mermaids, people getting their head bashed. I mean, I was wanting to smoke. I'm telling you, I wanted to smoke. I wanted to see it all. ALL. I wanted to see it all. But I'm like, I ain't seen nothing that I thought that was gonna happen. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy, right? I'm telling you. Miss Winter says, doing illegal transactions alone, though his license and registered companies. Yes, that's what I was saying. That's what I was like, is because he's like the fraud and coercion of him having, they said now, because I thought that you could only have so much cash on you, and maybe it's just a certain amount of cash when you travel, because y'all know I love to travel. But no, they said, I heard somebody reading the juror paperwork earlier today, and they said that I guess large amounts of cash is not like illegal. So I don't know what that was like trying to like insinuate. So I don't know if that, but I think the fraud is like him trying to lure people in. And like, I guess, I don't know, the transfer, I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of lost. I'm like, I don't know. Time Traveler says, I believe there are people still being paid off. Yes, I think so too, Time Traveler. Because what's her name? Jenny Han, the Asian girl that went on Tasha K. We like, where is she at? Wasn't she supposed to be a witness, y'all? And I guess she was like, when the feds called it, the feds was like, let me call Gina. And when Gina got it, the number you have reached is no longer in service. Please check the number and try your call again. Y'all, her phone is no longer in service. That phone number is no longer available, right? That number is no longer available, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to tell y'all. I am lost in the sauce. I feel like I'm trying to walk and find and figure my way out, because I was with the smoke. I was like, where is these tapes at? Where is Justin Bieber? Where is Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah having a freak off with Diddy? Where is this A-list celebrity that lawyer, what's her name? I forget her name. Remember the lawyer that had TD Jakes Jr. going to the courthouse, allegedly subpoenaed to the feds? I'm like, where's that tape at? She talking about, oh, there's an A-list celebrity on there, and there's and where is Adriana? Why did Adriana take the stand? Why did Misha take the stand? Yo, I'm telling you, this whole thing is like a whole, like, I don't even know what to call it, y'all. Like the judge was saying, this is just like a whole like hoopla. It's a whole hoopla. So I'm trying to figure out where is the thing? I feel like I've been misled. I feel like y'all know when somebody tells you a story, right? When somebody is like telling you a story, yeah, I was doing this and I went here, I went to this restaurant, whatever, and then you kind of start imagining, like, like kind of like drawing a picture in your mind of like, okay, what kind of restaurant it was. Okay, there's like an upscale, you thinking about like what, the setting, the ambiance and all that, right? And then when the story kind of changes, you're like, wait a minute. For me, this type of stuff, it throws me all the way off, right? It throws me all the way off. So I'm like, I don't even know which way to look. Do I look left? Do I look right? Do I look up, down, or turn around? I don't even know what to say, y'all. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It is crazy. It is really crazy. Regina says, who gets charged with a RICO alone? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like in the co-conspirators, where is KK at? KK ain't that. Look, KK, y'all. Everybody's asking, where is KK? This is a one-man RICO? Like, hold on, what happened? You're saying this is a RICO, but we see KK, she was, telling people what to do, telling people where to get the rugs and go to set the freak off rooms up for Diddy and all this stuff. Is KK going to be charged separately for this? If this is, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I can't tell you guys, but I'm wondering if this is even gonna go and push through as a guilty, because from what we see it, y'all, I'm like, this is just like this. I'm like, I'm losing a little faith in the feds. I'm like, what is going on? Like, y'all tell me. I don't know. Hey, loving myself, how are you, sis? How are you? Time traveler say now it's Tyler Perry. Oh yeah, Tyler Perry is next on. No, wait, time traveler. Y'all know, baby, what's that guy's name again? The one that got the other federal charge. What's his name? Big J. What's his name? The guy, the one, the big, the one. What's the one? What? Fat Joe. Fat Joe. Fat Joe. Hey, Nancy. How are you? Welcome. Hey, Michael. How are you? Fat Joe. Do y'all know? Hey, Miss D. How are you? My peeps is showing up. Tyrone. Yes, Fat Joe. Y'all, I did not know this, y'all. I did not know this. Do y'all know that the person that is suing Fat Joe went straight to the feds? I was like, oh my God. And y'all know when the feds, y'all see how they did Diddy? Remember when Cassie went and she filed her lawsuit? And then they were like, oh no, this seemed like this. Oh, wait, what happened? What happened? And then they alerted the feds. And then all this stuff happened with Diddy. Does Fat Joe not know that he's about to be a Diddy 2.0? Especially when they say the minors, the babies, the little people. This is not nothing, nothing. And I believe they said the baby, I think, is going to, from what I understand, from what I heard, now I got to go back and read the lawsuit, right? Is going to, is there, I think is going to, like, is standing next to that person that is saying that this happened. And y'all, if this is true, I'm just saying he is going to be a whole R. Kelly 2.0 and a Diddy 2.0, kind of a mix of the two. And then after that, we have Tyler Perry. So y'all, it is going to be crazy. It is, I'm telling you, it's not looking good for all of them, y'all. Is this 2025? Is it the year of exposure? Yeah, I think that's what it's called, right? A year of exposure, maybe a little bit of extortion too, right? Some people are lying, like we know, like I always say, right? We know Diddy is a monster. Let's get that straight. All my loungers that's been here with me, we know how I feel about Diddy being a whole demonic entity during survival, right? So all I'm saying is a lot of these lawsuits that was put out with Diddy, y'all, they was ridiculous. Talking about the Tootsie Roll, talking about it's like the size of a pencil. Y'all remember that? Remember they said, oh, it's the adolescent one? They were saying all kind of stuff when Diddy could have came back and said it smelled like the bottom of the ocean floor and put a lawsuit back on them. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, right? But a lot of those lawsuits, you have Misha, you had Adriana, you had all these people lying, like saying they're victims. Oh, Diddy made me do this. Oh, this, that. And I'm like, this is like, it was like a wildfire, right? It was like a wildfire. And I'm like, these lawsuits, they were hilarious. Let me know. Look, that some of them was hilarious, especially when they were talking about his, his itty bitty Diddy committee. I was weak, y'all. But I was like, these jokers. Now, let me say this. These jokers are thirsty, right? Maybe they do have some problems, hold on just a second, you guys. Maybe they have some problems. Hold on just a second. Okay, maybe they had some problems, but I don't think they had no Diddy problems. They probably had some other type of problems. Y'all, let's smash the like button. Let's smash the like button. Get the likes up. Hey, Human Nature, how are you? Human Nature says Nancy Grace called him a micro monster. Not the micro monster, micro mini monster. Oh my God, a micro monster. That is crazy. Oh my God, Miss D, thank you for the gift, Miss D. Thank you. And y'all can just smash the like button, support the channel by liking the like button, hitting the like button, and subscribing to the channel. Y'all be blue says, I think it is very, 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 very small fish in a pond. Hope you read this comment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all boo blue. Oh, your boy blue. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Oh my God. Diddy is a small fish in the pond. Yes. Miss D sends the hearts. Thank you, Miss D. Jose says if he gets locked up, if he gets locked up, will there be a possibility there be right? You know what? Yo, let me say something. Me and Jamil went down there to New York, right? And we had planned to go another time, right? Before the end of the trial, towards the end, because we said we want to be there, when the decision is read. But y'all, these people is cutting up so bad at this courthouse. I was like, it's probably going to be a riot. Either way, it's going to be, because you got people that want them in jail. You got people that want them to be free. So what better day is it for them to come to the courthouse the day that the verdict is going to be read, and they cutting up? I was like, I don't want to be in the middle of that, because I'm telling you, outside of that courthouse, that federal courthouse, 500 Pearl Street in New York, I'm telling you, it is rocking out there, baby. Me and Jamil even caught a lot of the crash out. When I say it is crazy out in that, look, out in them federal streets in front of the courthouse, it is crazy. So I was like, it's probably going to be a riot. It's probably going to be some people tearing up some stuff, probably pulling out some bushes or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to be a crash out. And if it's not, I wouldn't be, hopefully it's peaceful or whatever. But people y'all, they was even cussing out the news people, y'all. When I said they were cussing the news people out, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to do a roll up of like all the content that I've got from being down there at the courthouse. And I'm going to do a small video of that crash out, because I'm telling you, them people crazy. There probably will be a riot. I'm telling you, it is probably going to be some type of riot, some type of worse crash out than what we have already seen at the courthouse. But y'all smash the like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Nancy says, please do. Yes, I already posted some of the shorts, you guys, and it went viral. Y'all check my TikTok out. If you guys are on here, check out my TikTok. It is on at the lounge 8385, the same like here on YouTube. Check it out. Go over there and follow me over there, because I'm telling you that one of my videos, when I put it up on TikTok, it went viral. It went viral. I'm telling you, those people were like, oh my God, this is crazy. It went viral over there on TikTok. It is crazy. But y'all, check me out over there. But y'all, we is going to get into this this article, because just a few moments ago, maybe a few hours ago, just recently, the prosecution rests this case, y'all. So what is the world? He ain't gonna get on the stand. He ain't gonna be singing soprano, alto, and all in between. He ain't got no witnesses to claim the first to come and speak on his behalf. They were like, no, we don't need nobody. I guess the defense feel like they already pleaded their case. I guess, I don't know, because I'm lost. Because when I say that, I wasn't thinking, I was like, maybe next week they'll end everything. But no, no, baby. Oh, no, honey, baby, chicken child. Oh, absolutely not. They is ready. So we going to see. We're going to see. Miss D says, can you please like the video? Yes, Miss D, thank you. Everybody like the video like Miss D asked y'all to. Y'all take the time to hit the little 3 buttons right here on the top, and then hit the like button. Hey, Lord, how are you? Samuel, how are you? Happy Wednesday. How are you? Welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday. Y'all, we are going to get into it. If y'all are just joining us, y'all, a few hours ago, the prosecution has rested this case. They're like, we tired, we ready, we already proved what we need to prove, right? Y'all, let's get into it. So it says right here, only 42 minutes ago, Sean Diddy Combs' attorneys ended their defense case after only 20 minutes, y'all. It took them only 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes, y'all. Let's get into this. I'm telling you, this grease is gonna be hot, y'all. It is, and y'all already know it's hot, hotter than fish grease in New York, right? Like, hold on. Let me give a couple of shout outs. Shout out to Queen, I can't remember her middle initial, but Queen, Shakur. Queen, let me see. Hold on real quick, because I want to get this right. Because I want to give some good shout outs. Because I met these people when me and Jamil went to the courthouse. And I want to give these people a shout out. Okay, Queen, Amaya Shakur. Queen Amaya Shakur. Shout out to Queen. I call her Queen. Shout out to Queen. If y'all are not following Queen, please follow her, because she be giving it to you real. When I went to the courthouse, I kind of keep to myself, you guys. And but I'm very friendly, of course. But we had just a natural, organic, like, conversation, and we just clicked. But she is bringing the tea. I'm telling you, just like it is. I'm telling you, she's giving it to us 100. So please follow Queen Amaya. Is Queen and then space Amaya, Amayah space Shakur, Shakur. Please follow her. She has great content, and when I say she be keeping it 100, she be keeping it 100. So I love you. Shout out to you, Queen. And also, if you guys are not following, let me see. If you guys aren't following, let me see. I think some of you guys know her too. If you guys are not following, let me see. Hold on just a second. Let me see. Her name is Sylvia, but hold on, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Sylvia, I forget her name. Sylvia. Okay, Infamous. If you guys are not following her, right here. Infamous Sylvia, right here. Infamous Sylvia. Please follow Infamous Sylvia. I met her too. Yes, loving myself. Yes, I met her too. She was very sweet too. Natural, organic. Like, she was very sweet. And also, like I said, Queen Amaya. Wait, hold on. Queen Amaya. Amaya right here. If you guys follow her too. Great. I'm telling you, when I say very organic, cool, sweet, they are getting their content in. And then who else did I meet down there? Oh, I met a big TikToker who is a Spanish content news lady. I met her. She's a big Instagram person. But yeah, go follow them. Check them out. I mean, there's a couple of them that I talked to when I was down there. But shout out to them, because they is doing their thing. They is reporting, and very sweet, cool people, down to earth people. I love to meet great people, down to earth, just chill, and tells it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Not making up these crazy stories, but just telling it like it is, whether Diddy's winning, whether the prosecution is winning, just giving it to us straight. So please go follow it. There's a couple of other ones too, but anyway, y'all, I'll let y'all know the rest. But yeah, there's like, hey, D-Dot, welcome, Clinton, welcome in. So y'all, we're gonna get into this, because y'all, the prosecution has rested this case, y'all. It says Sean Diddy Combs' legal team rested their case in his sex trafficking trial on Tuesday after making arguments for only about 20 minutes. So they made arguments for only 20 minutes. So can y'all imagine what the jury's going to, the jury's going to be 5 minutes and then deliberating this be done? I don't know. Samuel, hi. Y'all, let's get the likes up. Let's take a few seconds. Let's everybody hit the likes. The likes is up here. The 3 buttons right here. Hit those buttons, and then right here you should see the like button. So y'all let's hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Loving Myself says, oh yeah, Loving Myself. Yes. Ota on the go. Yes. Great content. Jamil had met him, spoke with him, and met him down there too. He was very nice. Ota on the go. So if you guys have not, follow him, Ota on the go. Great too. I'm trying to think who else popped in my mind that was very genuine, very like just natural. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Welcome. Scott says hello from India. Hi, Scott, how are you? There's a few others. Shout out to Armand. He is busting it too. Shout out to Armand. He's busting it. If y'all not following his channel, follow his channel. He be funny. He be bringing the tea too. So yeah, there's a very few that that I've seen that's giving great content and giving it to everybody like it is. Like I like, what I'm saying, how we do over here. Well, how we do over here in these streets, right? But y'all, let's continue. So it says their short presentation followed nearly 7 weeks of arguments and witness testimony brought by federal prosecutors in New York. The prosecution finished making their case on Tuesday afternoon, y'all. They were like, we done. It is a done deal. We don't need to prove nothing else. Y'all, smash the like button. Let's get the likes up, because I'm telling you, is Diddy going to jail or is he going back off to the freak off dungeon? I don't know, y'all. We got to find out. But anyway, it says his defense attorneys argued that the government has failed to meet the burden in proving any of the charges against him, which he vehemently denied, and the judge should drop the case against him. I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know. We gonna find out, because like I said, I'm lost. I'm like, you know how people, when you when you have a piñata, y'all know what a piñata is, the little thing where we, fill it up with candy, and then you take a stick, you have to put the bandana around your eyes, and it just be going everywhere. That's how I feel right about now, right? That's how I feel right about now. I'm all over the place. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, I was waiting for the Miners tapes. I was waiting for Justin Bieber, for Usher, and I knew it was something, because when me and my baby, when we went in November to Las Vegas with my sister, and my sister, she kind of violent told us to go to the Usher concert, and Usher was in there like Diddy ain't even in jail. When I say he was skating, I mean he was putting them skates to work. Like he did not even like Diddy wasn't even in jail or nothing. He was acting like wasn't nothing going on. That's when I was like, now it all makes sense. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. So anyway, y'all, let's continue. So it says Mr. Combs also confirmed to the court that he would not be taking the stand in his own trial. It's my decision with my lawyer not to testify, he told the judge. I'm glad you didn't testify, Diddy, because I'm telling you, you may probably dig yourself in a real deeper hole for them to bring the next charges as soon as you're either guilty or you're free. They were going to be bucking up some charges for you if you would have took that stand. Best believe it. Trust and believe that. So it says Mr. Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He faces up to life in prison if convicted in the scheme. Speaking for the first time in court in weeks on Tuesday, Mr. Combs told the judge that he was doing an excellent job. Is he trying to kiss up to the judge? Is he trying to lay some air lips up on Judge Submarinian's badunkadunk? Like he giving him, his badunkadunka air kiss or something, trying to kiss up to him. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So then it says, I want to tell you thank you, the rapper told the judge. He said prosecutors have alleged Mr. Combs used his celebratory status and business empire to run a criminal enterprise to sex traffic women and conceal his crimes. During their arguments, the government called more than 30 witnesses to the stand. And y'all, I just don't know. I'm just a little bit disappointed or I'm discombobulated about this whole situation, because I don't know my left hand from my right hand. I don't even know how to read no more, and I barely know how to even speak, because this situation has got me all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. You know how you throw spaghetti at the wall? She's like all over the place, like some is sticking, some falling off. That's just how I feel, right? I'm just saying, y'all. So it says the defense called none. The defense, they ain't called nobody. It's like, hello. Is anybody home? They said nobody was home. Nobody was home. That's what they said. Nobody was home. It says instead submitting into evidence several text messages between Combs and his ex-girlfriend, singer Cassandra Ventura, and another victim who testified under the pseudonym Jane, which we know Jane, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, y'all. She was already with the smoke, right? She's already looking for, she probably didn't have 2 or 3 more victims after Diddy then went to jail, right? It says it is always difficult for defense teams to decide whether to call any fact witnesses to the stand, said Michael Ebner, a New York-based lawyer and former prosecutor. And y'all, why isn't there why didn't they start out with KK? Why didn't they start out with D-Rob? I'm telling you, these are the people that I was expecting to even to take the stand. That's why I'm like, I don't know what is about to be popping, right? Tammy says, can't get a character witness because none of them like him. They were like, did he? Who? What? Say what? No, I'm good. No, I don't want no parts. I know they probably was running fast and not even looking back, right? They were like, just run fast, right? So it says, instead, Mr. Combs' lawyers gave a quick presentation showing messages in an attempt to bolster their argument that Mr. Combs' girlfriends were willing participants. They were willing freak off mermaids. They were freak off mermaids. They was with the smoke. But see, let me say this too real quick. Y'all know Diddy was smart. Diddy was smart. I'm telling you that Diddy is smart, right? He will go and do some dirt, but then have his goons do it. Because really and truly, I feel like Cassie and Jane Doe, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, they were his freak off goons at the same time. Like I said, if he would have just had a contract with the sperm bank, I mean, he could have called all the sperm banks in the whole United States. The way that we found out he likes to play with the sperm after the happy ending, he could have had a contract with them while he having an enterprise. Why didn't you just contract to the sperm banks, contract a few freak off mermaids, a few freak off dragons, and then that'd have been his freak off package. And then she could have went her way, he could have went his way, and him and his sperm bottle could have had, the rest of the happy ending plus whatever, the freak off dragon was going to provide too, if he liked it that much, right? And then he probably wouldn't be in this situation. Hey, Craig, Mississippi, how are you, right? He wouldn't be in that much trouble. Diddy didn't play his cards right. I'm telling you, he should have called all the sperm banks and got all the sperm, played with it, put it all over, his just like the baby oil, all over the walls, all over the bed, the floor, and everything else. He could have did all that little nasty, freaky stuff with just a contract in place for all the sperm that he wanted, right? Unlimited, right? He could have did that. But he was trying to tell them girls sweet nothings. Oh, I miss you, baby. Oh, I want you. I want to freak off. I'll do this, do that. All he had to do is make 2 little phone calls and then make it happen. I'm just saying, if he was smart, he should have never lured them in. That's where he went wrong for me. He should have never been luring them girls in. He should have never told them, oh, I love you. I miss you. Okay, let's do a freak off. He should have been doing, he had no allegiance. He didn't hold no allegiance to anybody anyway, right? So all he could have did was went and got what he needed to get. Those 3 package deals, 2 of them could have walked out. The other one could have been on the nightstand, and it would have been a done deal, right? I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real, right? I am just keeping it real. It sounds disgusting, but that's Diddy. That's what he liked, right? We just going off what he liked, right? That was just what they put out. He likes to play with that. So if you like to play with it, just like you like to play with the baby oil, you had a contract with the baby oil. You probably had a contract with the other Astroglide. Why didn't you go get the sperm contract and go and make a contract with them to provide, even probably deliver it to your house in the freezer, like the sperm freezer? I'm just keeping it real. He probably wouldn't be in as much trouble as he is in, right? He don't have to hold no allegiance to the freak-off mermaid, to the freak-off dragon, or to the little sperm bottle that, that possibly could have been delivered. I'm just saying, y'all. Sounds nasty, but I'm just keeping it real. So it says, instead, Combs' lawyers gave a quick presentation showing messages in an attempt to bolster their argument that Mr. Combs' girlfriends were all willing participants. They were freak off mermaids right during survival. They was like, yeah, what? Bring the baby oil, bring the Astroglide. Oh, it's about to be up and stuck. That's what they're saying, that they were willing participants in sexual encounters with him and male escorts, which were called freak off. So why did he could have had the freak off package, but instead he wanted to kind of do what he wanted to do, right? I mean, we know Diddy, he does what he wants to do regardless to whoever says what. He gonna do whatever he want to do. But I'm saying he didn't play his cards right. If he would have did that, and he probably wouldn't be in this much trouble. I mean, unless the sperm bottle was gonna call 911. You know, the freak off mermaid and the freak off dragons weren't gonna call 911 or even report it, right? I mean, let's just be for real. Let's be honest. So it says in one text message to Mr. Combs and his attorneys read out loud, Jane told him, I always have fun during their freak offs, or what they call hotel nights. So see, with Cassie, they called them freak offs more. With Jane Doe, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, they were calling them hotel nights. It says a quick defense case came after Mr. Combs' legal team filed a motion asking the court to acquit their client, claiming the government has not met their burden in proving any other charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. His attorney, Alexandra Shapiro, argued that the victims in the case were capable women who could have left on their own accord, right? Given a hint of the points the legal team is likely to present during closing arguments, which is scheduled for later this week on Thursday or Friday. So y'all, I'm telling you, it's about to be on and popping, right? And tomorrow they don't have court until 12 o'clock, I believe. And they're only letting, they give the jurors off tomorrow, but court starts at 12 o'clock so they can start all this process. So it says, Mr. Combs was regrettably violent, but domestic violence is not sex trafficking, Ms. Shapiro said. Prosecutors have argued Mr. Combs' ex-girlfriends were coerced into unwanted sex acts with drugs, violence, and other means. So y'all, with that being said, I want to know, where do y'all stand about with everything? Do y'all think he's guilty? Do y'all think that he's gonna be, I mean, we know he's guilty on a lot of stuff, right? But do y'all think what he's going to court for is going to be like guilty of all charges, some charges? Y'all tell me what y'all think. We're gonna have a discussion, right? Let me know what y'all think, because I feel like this Diddy did a lot of wrong. He's, we know he's a whole demonic entity, right? But some of the charges, like after the trial kept on going and going and going, I'm like, yes. Now some of the stuff was business, like organized to me, like with the freak offs. KK telling the drug mule, well, he said he wasn't no drug mule, but they were telling him to, hey, go get the freak off room ready, go clean up the freak off room. So it was an organized situation in that aspect, and I think that is a guilt. Whatever charge that is, I feel like it's a guilt. And paying off these people, paying off the freak off mermaids, the freak off dragons, the prostitutions, whatever you want to call them. But for that, instance, I'm all stuttering, situation, that instance, I believe he's guilty, because he was doing things and he was directing people to do stuff. Even gave like Cassie and Jane Doe, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, money to go pay the freak off dragons for their services, for freaking off, right? For the happy ending juice, right? So I think that he is guilty, of course, of some of those charges. Absolutely. Tammy says they only need 2 charges to stick. Yes, and they are saying the RICO charges, they already proved it. Now I haven't been reading like what the RICO is and all this stuff. I haven't did no deep dive, but that's what they're saying. They're saying that they already got him on that. But I guess the way Diddy's team, the defense team, is acting, they feel like maybe it's a slam dunk that they gonna win this case, because they didn't bring any witnesses. Tabby said because probably none of them like him no more. Y'all, it's really crazy. like I said before, he had all them people in Hollywood. He had all the freak off parties. He had all the white parties. I mean, people was coming. I mean, to where they had to have security, like security. I mean, they were doing the most on the coast, right? All them people in Hollywood, even have you been swallowed, man, right? The Jesus man, the supposed Jesus man, right? Even I believe probably Tyler Perry, Medea was probably at some of those events, right? But nobody has came to his rescue. Kanye tried to pull his little stunt to go up to the courthouse, but y'all, where is everybody at? I mean, where is his friends, y'all? When I'm telling you, them friends scattered like they did not want to be. Look, don't even look. Diddy, I mean, Jay-Z probably was, Diddy was probably calling Jay-Z and he got the doo-doo-doo. Your phone, the phone has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Please check the number and try your call it again. All of his friends, he was getting that message, right? I'm telling you, Nancy says, Bishop Jakes. Michael says, T.D. Jakes, love myself says, yes, him, that person. He was dancing. Y'all, he was doing like the electric slide. I mean, he was like, I don't know if he had a couple of drinks in him. I don't know if the Jesus man had some drinks in him. But baby, let me tell you, he was like doing the bounce and all kind of stuff. I mean, he was getting with it. I'm like, oh, Lord. Okay, I didn't know. Is that the Holy Ghost dance on the maybe on the Saturday? Is that how we do the Holy Ghost dance? I mean, he was doing the bounce, he was dancing and everything, and I was like, oh, okay, oh, that's what we do. We only for the Jesus on Sunday morning, to be exact. We only for Jesus Sunday from 12 a.m. or maybe 7 a.m. to maybe about 4 or 5. And then after that, oh, it is freak off party. It's doing the bounce, doing the bounce. I mean, pop, lock it, drop it. I was like, no, he ain't at no Diddy party. But yes, he was. I seen videos. He was there, y'all. Him was there. And then all of a sudden, he was in pictures with Diddy was in pictures with him, and then he ain't even came and been nowhere to been found. I thought the Jesus man would have been the first one over there to the MDC, having church with him in the MDC in the what's it called in the gospel hall or whatever, right? So I thought, when is T.D. Jakes having church at the MDC? When is him and the inmates gonna have church?
You telling about the Rule 29?
Oh, no, the Rule 29. So are they filing? They already filed for that?
Yes.
Okay, the Rule 29?
The Rule 29 is where it's either a mistrial or some of the charges that the prosecution hasn't shown or proved. Mm-hmm. The judge can decide before the jury gets the charges of what charges he want to throw out.
So out of the 5 charges, they may say we want charge 1 and 2 thrown out, whatever.
The judge just said, I'm going to make my decision on what charges that I want to throw out that I feel that they didn't prove before it even goes to the jury.
Oh,
and
okay.
The judge said he's going to make his decision next week. So we ain't going to know if it's a possibility. Basically, the judge can say, I want to throw out these 2 or 3 or 1 that I don't even feel that should go for the jury.
Oh, okay. So the rule.
I just found it out just now.
Okay, Jamil said new update. Okay, Jamil just said new update. Rule 29. The judge, they said, is going to decide on that next week. So with the Rule 29, I haven't read into it, but he gave me, look, y'all heard him. He gave me a real quick spin up on the class, look, on the Rule 29 class. But anyway, the Rule 29, I guess from what Jamil was saying, that they can, I guess, apply for the Rule 29, and then the judge can look at the different charges or whatever, and then say, okay, charge number 1 you can throw out because I feel like you didn't prove it. So whatever he wants to throw out, he can. So I guess they're going to figure that out too. So there's a lot going on, y'all. I'm just lost in the sauce, y'all. Like I said, I don't know what what the outcome is gonna be, because I was like, I don't know. I'm lost, right? I'm lost. But like I said, Diddy's a monster, and I believe he deserves his due time, because y'all, I'm telling you, had it been us, let me just say this and put a 1 in the chat, or say yes or no with what I'm about to say. And y'all tell me, if we as everyday people, right? We ain't famous. Nobody knows, look, nobody knows your name, right? Thank you, Sato. Thank you. Sato says the lounge and Jamil. He puts the hand clap in. Thank you, Sato. Thank you. If Daddy says she's funny, Lord. Thank you, Daddy. You know we be cutting up over here at the lounge. We love to cut up and act a fool, right? But yes, let me say this. If it was one of us, nobody, what's that song? Nobody knows your name. What's that song? I forget. But anyway, y'all know that old school show I used to watch. Nobody knows your name, that song, whatever. But nobody knows our name, right? Now, had it been us going up to the Universal Music studio or record label, and we slap somebody, pop, you know what I'm saying, pop them, beat them up in their in their workplace, y'all, we would be up under the jail. We would be in trouble. Go to your kid's school. Have y'all went to y'all? Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Yes, cheers. Yes, cheers. Yeah. Because nobody knows our name, right? Nobody knows our name. So if we were to go up even to the school, remember Diddy went up to the school? He went up to his kid's school and I think he beat somebody with a kettlebell. Now they would have called the police. When I say they would have had 50, 11 charges on us, would they have not? Y'all, they would have been, hurry up, lock her up. She's over here beating people with kettlebells. Lock her up, hurry up. Somebody, look, hurry up. Get her little midget self out of here. Take her to the jail. We would have got in trouble. And then there was another thing. He went somewhere cutting up, I think overseas, somebody's wedding or something. I can't remember. But it was somebody, he took a chair and was beating somebody up with it. That's what I'm saying. He is guilty for all of that, all his demonic entity, even luring Cassie, luring these other women, using these people. KK should be held responsible because, like I said, if it was us, y'all, let us have a RICO charge on us. Let us have some sex trafficking charges on us. Y'all, they would throw the books at us. We would be up under, like 2 or 3 stories below the jail. If it was us as everyday people, right? So I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. Maybe the charges, like I said, are probably not applicable to what they should have really charged him with. But it is what it is, and the case is already it's already at the end. But Dida says conspiracy justice, yes. So I'm saying he needs to go. He needs to go. He needs to be in. He needs to do some time for all that stuff. Cause like I said, had it been us slapping folks, beating them up in their workplace, slapping our kids' coach with kettlebells, beating people with chairs. I mean, he slapped Drake. He slapped his own mammy. He slapped his, put a yes or no what I'm about to say. If y'all would have slapped y'all mom, do y'all think y'all would be breathing right now? Because I know I wouldn't. Oh no, if I would dare to hold my hand up to my mom and slap her, put some hands, I wouldn't be on I wouldn't be on God's green earth. He slapped his mama. He slapped Drake. I'm telling you. Okay, I see a whole bunch of absolutely not. Oh, H no. David says, you're right. Yes, I'm telling y'all. We keep it real at the lounge. None of us would probably be right here where we at, breathing and watching right here live on YouTube. We would not be here if we slapped our mama. We would not be here if we had put some kettlebells to our coach or the other kids at this college. If we would have hit anybody with a kettlebell, if we would have hit anybody with a chair, if we went over there to a recording studio and slapped some managers out, we would not be here. We would be either in jail, or we would be, if it was our mom's, probably 6 feet under, right? Or maybe in the hospital with some kind of head trauma or something, right? We would not be able to do the stuff that Diddy did. So he got away with a lot of stuff, right? So I don't feel sorry for him not one bit, or his little mama with her freak off nails and her Timu wig. I don't feel sorry for them, because for one thing, Janice did not teach her son no home training. Like, you ain't taught your son no home training. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You was busy spinning the block, hitting them corners, hiring freak off mermaids and freak off dragons. That's where Diddy got it from. And when I seen her in the courtroom, y'all, I'm the most respectful person. I don't like to talk about nobody's mama. I'm telling you. But I have no respect for her. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I don't have no respect, because there is some women that probably was with the smoke, probably maybe on the strip pole. And I'm not making fun of nobody hustle. But what I'm saying, when people have children, no matter if they was on the strip pole, even if they was probably pimping, hoeing, whatever, they still knew that they had a child to raise. You know what I'm saying? They knew that they had to be home, it's okay, I'm gonna hurry up. We got this homework. You get off, okay, you get home at 4 o'clock, okay, I'm gonna make sure you cook dinner, okay, we're doing homework. And then when them jokers go to bed, like 8, 9 o'clock, then that's when you hit the streets, right? But you was there trying to raise your child, be there for them on the weekends. Hey, it's Saturday morning, we got to go eat breakfast or cook breakfast, and we go hang out a little bit, because mama she got to go hit them streets about 10, 11 o'clock. Put them in the bed, make sure they're fed, and like I say, fed and in the bed. Yes, I had rules. When my kids were younger, yes, they was fed and in the bed by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock bedtime, no ifs, ands, or buts, no crying, slinging, snot, go to bed, right? It's my time, right? But I don't feel sorry for people like that, because I feel like she almost, and I don't know what happened in their house. I don't know. But it feels like Diddy just kind of did what he wanted to do. Like, he raised himself where she was nowhere around to be found. And that's probably why he has the audacity, from his standpoint, I'm saying, to be slapping her around and doing what he did to her, because she wasn't he looking like you was in the streets. You didn't raise me. Like, I ain't got no respect for you. And he treated her just like she was treating him, like she didn't care. I'm gonna slap you up. Who are you? Oh, you Janice. That probably not even calling her mama. Janice, look, Janice, calling her probably by her first name. But I don't feel sorry for Janice, because I feel like I said, there is women. I even got some people I know that, have a lifestyle, whatever, what I'm saying, have a certain lifestyle. But baby, when it comes to their kids, they is there during the day. They is there, homework, feeding them, making sure they're clean, teaching them how to, be responsible. And at night, doing whatever they do, right? I'm not holding nobody, talking bad about nobody on what they do, how they do it, whatever, because that's their lifestyle. But at least they know that they have a responsibility, because Janice seemed like she ain't had no responsibilities, right? And I didn't even know he had a sister. Like, where did this sister come at? Did y'all know? Put a yes or no. Did you guys know that she had a sister? Hey, Carol, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Renee, did y'all know that Diddy had a sister? I'm like, where did sister come from? Why we ain't heard about no sister until he came to court? At least I hadn't heard that he had a sister. Hey, Adrian, how are you? Welcome. Sean says, I bet the baby mama is there because of the money. If he goes away and they take his money, then she loses any money. She loses any money. She loses any money of the baby too. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Sharice, how you doing? And let me say, look, I have my opinion, and I have strong opinions, you guys, when it comes to parenting. I'm just sorry. I'm very, very anal and, strict about this, right? Y'all know Justin, the one with the curly hair. I think his name is Justin. I have no respect for his mom either, because she was with Diddy. Diddy was a whole demonic entity, and she still stayed too, I believe, for the money, and took all the BS, and then was like, oh yeah, that's your dad, when we know Wolf is the daddy, right? But he probably assumed the responsibilities, because they're saying, Wolf was one of the ones that, he's allegedly unalive. But why you as a woman, still, even if Wolf passed away, would you try to attach yourself to a demonic entity? I would not, right? I would not. If that was me and we dated when my child was 1 or 2, I would not stay. I don't care how much money you got. You was a demonic entity. I'm watching you doing all this stuff, and I'm sure he put hands on her too. I would have been out of there. My child would not be calling him no daddy and trying to hang on for dear life because he got money. No, you're a demonic entity. Like my mom always said, not all parents is good for their children. And you trying to use Diddy and say that this is, my son's dad, well, we already know it's not, for one. But for two, you as a woman should have made better judgment, should have made a better call. You should have got out of there. You should have never let your son be associated with Diddy, knowing that he was a demonic entity. Like, what is wrong with these women? There's no money I don't care if I had to work 12 jobs and my baby daddy had passed away and I got to figure it out. You best believe I'm going to figure it out. I'm not going to sit here and wait knowing, oh man, Diddy, I can't stand him, but I need some money to pay my light bill. No, because guess what? Along with that comes control. Control, telling you what to do, who you can talk to, who you can be, where you can be, all this stuff. And y'all know Diddy likes to collect the kids, right? He likes to collect these children. He collected I'll be sure Kim Porter's son. I mean, I don't know that relationship, but I can imagine how I'll be sure felt when he was getting, when he was raising his child, right? Like I'll be sure was probably like trying to go over there to see his son. And like I said, I don't know the situation, but Diddy is a nasty demonic entity. He didn't even want nobody messing with Cassie. He tries to isolate people. So I'm sure from what I've seen, I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying outside looking in, I'm more than sure that when I'll be sure probably was like trying to go and meet up at a certain time, Diddy was probably like, you better not have that ninja coming over here. I don't want him being, don't you go meet him. Don't you go nowhere. Like probably was isolating her to where she could not even have her, their son, spend time with I'll be sure. You know what I'm saying? And then got him like, mentally messed up, I believe. Because that boy like 30-something years old, no children. I ain't seen no girlfriend to claim the first. And what I've heard, y'all, allegedly, that Diddy probably him. Yes, I'm just saying, this is the word on the curb. So don't hold me to that, but this is what I heard from numerous people. So this is why I was like, is this why he was really, trying to keep I'll be sure away too? Like he was like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Word on the curb is that Diddy allegedly, possibly, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm telling you, these women, they would do anything to try to get some money. They did not want to go work a 9-to-5. They wanted to sit on their badonkadonk or lay on their back or, at nighttime, do what they do, which I'm not mad. But when you have a demonic entity, you think I'm going to sit around and hang around and be with somebody who's talking to me crazy, probably slapping me up, treating me like crap because I'm trying to hang on because my baby daddy, you allegedly unalive my baby daddy and I need a replacement baby daddy along with some money. You think I'm about to stay here in this and you telling me what to do, telling me what I can do, what I can't do, what time I got to hang up the phone? I'm sure he was doing that with all of them, controlling them all the way. I'm telling you, Diddy was, you could tell, he's just nasty. He's a narcissist. Y'all see how he is? He's a narcissist. I mean, even in court, when Cassie when Cassie's husband was in the court, he was making a fuss. He didn't want that joker in the court. They said I wasn't there then, but from what I heard, he made a statement like he didn't want Cassie's husband in the courtroom. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they have the game twisted. A lot of these women have the game twisted. They want to lay on their back. They want to do a little something strange for a little piece of change. And then they want to come holler, cry, sling, stunt when they don't get what they want, which is a wedding ring. It's like, girl, did you not know what 2 + 2 meant? Do you know that 2 + 2 does not equal 12? Evidently, you think 2 + 2 = 12 because you is slow. Like do you see how many baby mamas he got? He got baby mama over here. He had baby mamas all over the place. Like all over. Like I mean, all over. Probably Africa, Hawaii, Waikiki, Dubai. He had baby mamas everywhere and ain't got no marriage license certificate to claim the first, right? You should have seen that a mile away. Now, if you want it to be, a little booty call or something, okay, you do what you do. But don't be trying to let him stick and stay, if y'all know what I mean. Don't let him stick and stay when you know it is like a not even a possible dream. I'm saying these people are crazy. Like these girls, I'm like, they're crazy. He's crazy too. Tammy said he's a savage. Yes, he is. He was a whole savage. That's what I said. These people, these females were like, did they all ride the yellow bus together? I don't know. I think they had a whole Diddy yellow bus girls, yellow bus for those girls, like, because they were not looking and seeing, they do have some game now. Let me tell you that. But their game is all the way in left field. Their game is all the way in left field. I'm like, girl, Stevie Wonder can see that Diddy ain't put no ring on nobody's finger. Ain't nobody walk down the aisle. Yeah, y'all walk down the red carpet, right? You walk down the red carpet for free, but he was not trying to hold no allegiance, put no ring and no paper on nobody's hand. Right? Dr. Cherie says a freak off cult. Yes, that's what it was. That's all it was a freak off cult. But see, like I said, if he would have played his cards right, he didn't have to tell, oh, nobody, I love you. Diddy had a whole lot of money, and that's what them girls were after. So if they already knew what time it is, they knew what program they should have signed up for. You should have signed up for the other program because you signed up for the wrong program. I don't know what program you signed up for. Juicy J, I don't know what program you thought you signed. The geriatric program, I guess. I don't know. Because you should have, and Juicy J, which is allegedly somebody, baby mama, we ain't going to say no names, y'all. We ain't going to say no names. But we know that from what we researched, she has a bad name in Hollywood because she is a eggplant hopper. She likes to hop on many, all over the garden. Oh, she be all over the garden, y'all. She be hopping on all them eggplants. There be eggplants in the north, south, east, and west. She be eggplant hopping, and she has a bad name in Hollywood. She has a bad name in Hollywood, and they say she's crazy. So, with that being said, what makes you think that she was there for love? She wasn't there for love. She loved his money. She didn't love him and his itty bitty, Diddy committee. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, she did not love his itty bitty Diddy committee, because if Diddy was ordering men who had, big eggplants, and his eggplant is not even working or popping. I mean, I can't even say he was, with the Pooh Shiesty mask in the corner like this. Over there, in the corner, looking behind the door, choking his chicken. I don't even think he possibly, maybe didn't even have nothing to choke. I mean, the way it said, it looked like a pencil. It looks like a Tootsie Roll, and not the Tootsie Roll Pop. It looks like an adolescent, He probably wasn't choking anything. I don't know. He wasn't choking anything, or maybe what's the song? I've been stroking. That's what I've been doing. I don't think he was even stroking, So I don't think for one moment that they loved him for what he, had between his legs, because there was evidently nothing there. Let all those lawsuits tell it. I don't know. I mean, why would I don't know. Why were they all fighting? Why were they all trying to run this race that was never ending? It's only because of his money. Now, what they should have charged him with, I think they should have charged him with some other stuff. The bodies, right? The bodies. Why couldn't we find out with Kim Porter, with Wolf? If he did have something to do with Tupac, Biggie, the doctor that I think did it. Quote, let me know if I'm wrong. What's it called? The person that looks at you whenever you pass away. That person passed away, and I think the doctor passed away that did the autopsy. So it's like, where are those bodies? Like, why isn't he charged with with all of that? Why isn't he charged for like some other stuff that can like really, oh yeah, you did it, did he? Oh, you slapped people, you put people with the kettlebells, you did this, you did that. We know he's guilty. Why couldn't we get those charges instead of the RICO? Okay, I understand it was an enterprise, of course, but I want to get. He just need to go to jail, right? In my opinion, he just need to go to jail. He's a whole demonic entity. I don't care for him. It's weird too because even his family dynamics. Do y'all notice? Like I've never seen a picture with his mom, him. Only at the freak offs, and I'm talking about only with the. I'm talking about. I ain't seen no Sunday dinners together. No family event. Like what I'm saying? Like. I haven't really seen that, like where they're all coming together. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen that. So it's like he keeps his kids in one little area, even him and his mom in one area. I ain't seen not one picture. And if y'all find a picture of him and Janice, Janice with her Timu wig on and them Timu nails that was looking like Count Dracula, and his daughters and his sons together, y'all send it to me on Instagram, because I haven't seen not one picture that shows like a family event, right? A family affair, like a son. You go grandma's house, grandma or mama's cooking Sunday dinner, everybody sitting around table, cutting up, having a good time. I ain't seen none of that, but you see them at the freak off parties with Janice with her hands on the floor, shaking her rump shaker, with her depends on. We seen plenty of those, but we ain't seen no family picture. So y'all, the family dynamic is messed up. It's weird, right? It's crazy. So I don't know what is going to happen. And some days the kids is going. I haven't seen the girls going to the court hearing in a long time. Remember when it first came and kicked off? The girls were coming here and there. And then when it dwindled off, them girls, they got out of there. Is it because they seen that their daddy was, doing all kinds of bad stuff? And he was even keeping them, like, of course, trying to keep them away from it. But I think they know, because a person, one thing about a person, you cannot change a tiger stripes, right? You cannot change a tiger stripe. If a tiger is going to be like that, that's how they're going to be, right? So I know them girls know that their dad is a whole demonic entity. And when they were probably hearing some of that stuff in court, y'all, they was probably like, oh my God, my dad did what? They probably didn't heard some arguing. They probably didn't heard him probably throw something throw the Roku remote against the wall. They probably heard him throw a Ciroc bottle and it land and bust in the kitchen or something like that. But they probably didn't think that, he was doing this to that extent. But I haven't seen them girls. I mean, I can roll back and go back and, do a little, research on the court case. But I have not seen them girls going to the court case since the beginning, like the first week or second week or something like that. Then they stopped going. I guess they was like, oh my God, my dad is a whole demonic entity. We is getting out of here. And then y'all seen I did the little video clip. I showed y'all the video clip of his daughter, the one that's I forget her name, not the twins, but the older daughter that he has by himself with some girl. I don't even know who the girl is, but anyway, she did a video. And she was saying that, she don't want to be associated with her dad no more, this, that, and the third. Some people are, Chance, Tammy, that's her name, Chance. Thanks, Dida, Chance. Okay, yeah. And Dr. Sheree says, leopard can't change its spots. Exactly. It's spots, tiger stripes, the zebras. They can't change none of that, right? So when I seen that video, I was like, wow. And then the girls weren't showing up no more. And I was like, wow. And then sometimes Christian comes, sometimes he doesn't. Wow. Then it's like they alternate between Christian and Christian by himself or Justin by himself. But I don't remember seeing what's his name? Cisco. What's his name? I'll be sure, son. I don't remember seeing Cisco going by himself. Maybe he has. Like I said, I have to kind of wrap that back. But anyway, his family, I'm like, where is his family at? I mean, I know he's a little arrogant. I mean, they were probably maybe begging for money or whatever, but you were so you had such a big head. They probably were, because y'all know how family can get. You got a little change, they coming on, yeah, we cousins, we bros, remember when this happened, yeah, care about $20. I can understand that, but out of your whole family, you have at least 10 good people that don't ask you for money, that care about you, call you up, hey, the lounge. Matter of fact, I had my cousin call me today. Hey, cousin, how you doing, girl? I ain't heard from you in a long time. I'm like, girl, I'm good, blah, blah. Just been, busy. But I know, has at least 10 family members somewhere, but I'm seeing that they're nowhere, evidently. Nobody is coming, not even no friends. Like I said, when we were in court, and I was like, me and Jamil were 2 or 3 rows behind, there was only Janice, her what's it called, her publicist, whatever they call, and then the one with the curly hair, and then the one that has the free Diddy shirt on, the little friend. I guess he says they've been knowing Diddy for a long time. That's the only ones I've seen. I'm like, now, is you that much of a narcissist? I know that you have some people in your family that's doing good, not the ones that ain't doing good and trying to call you up for $5 or $10. I know everybody got at least 10 people, at least somewhere, even if it's not a close relative, not somebody you don't talk to, even some friends along the way. 30 years, you can't tell me that not even 10 people that you can gather around all of those people in Hollywood, all those people that you grew up with. You telling me you can't get 10 people? I mean, y'all, that speaks volumes, right? That, to me, that speaks volumes. And then, hey, Norton, how are you? Hey, Doc, how are you? That speaks volumes, right? You telling me that you can't even gather up 10 people to have them sit over there in not the church pews, but the court pews for you to show you support? That speaks volumes, right? I'm like, I can name 10 people in 3 seconds. 10, whether it's my close friends, great people, or close family members, I can name you 10 people real quick, fast, in a hurry. 10 people that I know, if anything happened to me where I need them that bad, I know about 10 good people that would definitely be by my side, whether I get in trouble, whether I'm in the hospital, whatever it may be. I can call on at least 10 people. Diddy, he ain't got nobody but his mama and his sons that trickle in and out, and his daughters are possibly out the question, right? Tabby says ain't nobody effing with him. No, nobody. That's what I'm saying. So that to me tells that that's a horrible person. You can't find 10 people out of all these freak offs, at all these all white parties. You've been feeding people really good for the last 30 years, Diddy. You didn't had all these freak offs. You didn't had all these white parties. I mean, you didn't had all these baby mamas. Where's the baby mamas? We only know that Justin's mom is only going because she's trying to see if she's gonna be exempt from the money plan, right? Because they said behind closed doors, they said they are falling apart, and that's probably why Christian is not coming as much, because Christian and freak off mama, Diddy's mom, Janice, they said that they're at a tug of war as far as his money. So they are trying to see who is gonna, win this tug of war. So I see why they're kind of trickling in and out. Because I guess Christian is like, I look just like Diddy. I should be the one getting it. And then Janice, she's a freak off mama. She's like, hold on, I got about 10 more good years in me to live. I can, I need some of that money to, continue, have these girls hit the corners. I need to make a little bit more money before I'm no longer here on God's green earth. So they are fighting back and forth. So I kind of is kind of showing, so this situation where he ain't got no friend, I'm like, a sister popped up, a so-called sister popped up, and I'm like, where'd she come from? I know Diddy had a sister until maybe 2 weeks ago, talking about Diddy's sister something. I'm like, Diddy's sister? Where'd she fall out the sky at? Did y'all know that Diddy had a sister? Put yes or no, because I did not know. Sharon, hey Sharon. Sharon says very telling, 100%. Yes, it tells you what kind of person you are. Because like I said, everybody I know could have 10 people 10 people. Okay, I see some no's, some yeses. 10 people in their whole life, in however 30 years, 40 years. You can't tell me maybe a good old neighbor, maybe somebody you was going to bingo with a long time ago, y'all kept in contact, somebody, maybe some church members you'd have met along the way, somebody you met in an organization you was in. There's somebody, there is nobody for Diddy. Nobody for Diddy. Even Kanye tried to come in, and that situation didn't go well. But was he really going to support Diddy, or was he going to cause havoc? Trying to say he has another crazy freak off demonic song talking maybe about his aunt, that he was kissing his aunt or something crazy, right? Because we know Kanye West, his elevator don't go all the way to the top, right? He's missing a couple of screws, or maybe a whole lot of screws. Maybe he's missing all the screws, right? Maybe Kanye is missing all of the screws, right? And he just has a whole total problem. So did he just go for clout? I think kind of more for clout, not really representing Diddy, because if he was there to represent Diddy, he would have been there day one. I'm just saying, right? But nobody has been there for Diddy. Nobody. Nobody. His mom never, that's, of course, should be like a normal thing for your mom to be there, your kids be there, yeah, but where everybody else? Where are all the other baby mamas at? They probably, I don't know what Chance's mother's at, but I didn't see her going up to the courthouse when they went to the courthouse. I don't remember. No, was she? I think she was there. Maybe I think she was there the first day or something like that. But I know what's his name, the curly hair one. His mama went up there, and she was on a cane and everything. She was like, "Let me get up here and see how my checks may be getting cut off soon." So these women, they just have it all mixed up. They rather lay on their back and get a paycheck and get beat up and punched out and get rugs put in their mouth, get black eyes, and do all this stuff, just so they can get their bills paid, because they don't want to get up like a normal good woman would get up and go and make it happen for their children. They want it on, hit the easy street button. Oh, I can go over here, I can lay on my back, I can get a couple of black eyes, a hot box, get my back broke out, like eggplants in my ears, my mouth, my, all the holes that I have that is open. Okay, and I can get paid for, broke arms, broken toes, all kinds of, abuse going on. But I'm getting that 4,500. They have, and this is how they're thinking, because they know all these Instagram models and all these girls, y'all, they are not, I'm telling you, they are not getting all of that money for free, if you know what I mean. They getting some hands laid on them. They getting some bats, probably some broomsticks, popped upside their head. They probably getting the pot, maybe some hot grits thrown on them. These girls are not, it's not like on the easy button at all. And we've seen that with this, with Cassie, with Jane Doe, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Diddy was even beating up the friends, y'all. Mia. What's Mia, the bungalow girl, the other Asian girl, the one that they say allegedly was Cassie and her had, the one he held over the balcony? He was even beating up her friends. Have y'all ever had a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend that came to y'all's house, or came to your house while you're home chilling, and then they come to your house and they beating your friend up too? Y'all, I'm telling you, what y'all. Yeah, they would have had to arrest. The lounge would have been in jail. I'm telling you, and y'all would have probably won't see me for another 20 years. Because if somebody were to come to my house and beat up my friends, it would be a whole, I'm telling you, more than furniture moving up in there, right? I'm telling you, it would be a whole crazy day. She was like, yeah, and he did this and he did that. Girl, did you hit him back? Did you take the wooden hanger that he launched allegedly across the room and pop you upside your head? Did you get that and pop him back upside his head? Did you get, and look, a mouse, a telephone, a remote control, a glass plate? Did you grab the broomstick, a vacuum cleaner? I'm telling you, I would have picked up whatever was laying there. I would have bopped him upside his head. If that is true, you know what I'm saying? But Diddy was beating up Diddy was beating up everybody. Like nobody was off limits. Like I said, his mom. He slapped her up. Cassie's friends. He done laid hands on both of them. One allegedly holding her over the balcony. I'll tell you, Diddy need to go to jail and he needs to get some of this treatment. Maybe we need to put some kettlebells on him. Maybe he needs one of those chairs. Remember the chairs? And not to be funny, but remember they had the little situation where they had the chairs and they were fighting and popping people upside their head. Maybe Diddy needs that treatment. Maybe somebody needs to just go to the MDC and bust him over the head just for old time's sake, right? I just said, maybe they need to bust him over the head for old time's sake. They say, Sean Combs, please come to the door. And his cell opens and they just pop him. Boom! Pop him upside the head like he was doing people. He needs to get the same. Look, my mom always said, you got to give people, the same type of medicine they give you. You just give them the same type of medicine they give you, right? That's what needs to happen to Diddy. He needs to go to jail and he needs to experience this because this is what I tell people. You have to be humble and you have to treat people good because just like God gave you all of this, you see how with Diddy's, he might lose it in a matter of hours, right? They might say guilty. All right, Diddy, we got your house on Star Island. Okay, the feds is taking that. All right, just make sure you guys remove all your clothes. And if y'all don't remove all your clothes and personal items out of Star Island, it's okay. We have a team that will do that. But this house is going to belong to the federal government. We're going to auction it off, and we're going to make money, right? Same thing with, I tell everybody, you have to be careful how you treat people, right? Because just like God gave it to you, he could take it away. And Diddy's fate, with him being guilty, they are taking everything. Dollar bills is going to be marching out of his pocket. He thought that he's getting a little, look, his dollar bills is marching out for all of those lawyers that he got. And y'all, they are saying he is paying like $100,000 a day. I don't know how true that is, but I think Romani, what's the name, on Crime Network, he did an interview the other day. He said, I would guesstimate that Diddy is paying like $100,000 a day. So you ain't gonna have no more money. Cause don't even think if you found guilty, they taking all of that money. So you ain't gonna be, even if they say guilty, whatever, and then you try to come and do another case, like try to appeal your case, you ain't gonna have no money because they're gonna take it. They're gonna take all your houses, all your jewelry, all your $1 million watches, all your cars, all your clothes, your jewelry, anything that is worth value that they can take from you, they're gonna take it. And that's why people got to be careful because the same way God gave it to you, he can take it. He can come and take this. My house can burn up, brand new house. It can burn up. If I'm doing something bad, crazy, treating people bad and stuff, the house will burn up. Maybe something happened. Like, I pray not because I treat everybody good. But what I'm saying is people have to, not get besides himself. And y'all know Diddy, he came up quick and he was getting besides himself. Even with Ciroc. Remember, he was like acting like, he owned Ciroc. And then turned around and sued him. And was saying that basically they was putting his, alcohols out in places like, he wanted to put them out probably in the Richie areas or whatever. And they had lawsuits saying that, that whatever the lawsuit was. And then he won. And now they're saying that is probably what is going on with this downfall of Diddy because he got too big for his britches, y'all. We can never get too big for our britches, right? We can't be like, I got this. Oh, don't touch this. Don't sit on my white couches over there because they're too good for you to sit on. Don't do this. You cannot act like you is all that. Because just like you about to, you have all these millions of dollars. I don't know. He probably, his cash flow, his net, cash flow is probably like going like plummeting, right? Because when people say that they have, their how much they're worth, that is not saying that they have, you're a billionaire, that you have $1 billion in the bank. No, that is with companies, maybe what they owe you. You may have some stocks and bonds or whatever, right? So you cannot say that Diddy has all this money cash, he's a billionaire, but a lot of the stuff that he has is tied up with different things. So we don't know how much net cash that he has actually sitting in his bank account. And when we were in court and they were going over the financials, right? I was like, ooh, are they gonna be like Yellow Beezy? Because remember they told how much Yellow Beezy had in his account. I was all ears. I was listening. I was hustling. I was like, oh, okay. He got like, I think he had like 500,000 or 300,000 Yellow Beezy in his account. I was like, ooh, are they gonna say how much Diddy got in his account? But Diddy got way more money, so I don't think they're gonna release that, But what I'm saying is, Diddy, he thought he was too big. He thought he was bad. I can do anything I want to in this world. I'm unstoppable. And it's showing that you cannot be thinking like that. You cannot. But it serves him right because his time is coming, y'all. His time is coming and it's coming fast. His time is coming and it's coming fast because in a matter of days, he is going to figure out, is he going to the MDC and then going to be reassigned to another federal prison? I don't think I don't think he's walking. I don't think, but if he does, I'll take the L, you know what I'm saying? But I think that he is going to be doing, I say between 10 to 40 years they're going to give him. Because if they gave him 15 years on that plea deal, I'm telling you that whatever the sentencing is going to be, I don't think it's going to be anything, I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be, a little light. I don't think so. I don't think so. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Dr. Cherie says we need humility. Yes, absolutely. Acting like he is God. I know, right? And you see how long that lasted, right? God was like, okay, Joker, you've been doing this for 30 years. It's time to sit you down and get you, you need to maybe eat a little bit of humble pie, maybe, right? I don't think they have maybe they got the yucky humble pie over there at the MDC, which that's what he needs to be eating and swallowing, right? But we gonna see. Tammy says he should have took the deal. I know, because it may be worse. Y'all, a lot of the times, and I'm not gonna say all the time, but I know some people that were offered, deals, they didn't take them, go to court, and then next thing you know, they are up and stuck with them numbers, and then it's over. You can't do anything. You just got to go to prison. You got to go to prison until you go appeal it, and then you got to get a lawyer or the same lawyer or whatever, but you still got to spend way more money to do it all over again. So this situation, we gonna see. I don't know. Dr. Cherie says pay the piper. Yes, exactly. Jamil says no, he was extremely confident in his business approach. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not taking nothing wrong on his business approach. I'm saying how he treated people, how he thought he was like, better than everybody, how he like slapping people, people. If you're trying to be a good mentor, if you're trying to be a good person, you're trying to help out your community, you're trying to help out this, help that out. Why should people be scared of you? Like with making of the band, he had them people shook. He had them, they were young. He had them kids, scared, had them shook. If you're trying to be a good mentor, a good person, and help out your community, help people out, why is it that you are scaring these people, intimidating them, and feeling like they can't even come to you if they want to ask you a question? Well, hey, did he this or this, that? I'm a savage, acting crazy. Who wants to deal with that? Who wants to deal with that? It's crazy. It's crazy. Saab says he totally disrespected. So yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he really, really did. Chantel say he did not think that those who had protected him all of these years would turn their backs on him. No, he is almost at the devil's front door. Yes, Dr. Cherie says right. Yes, he is. He is knocking on on hell's door, right? He may be going to hell in gasoline draws. That's all I'm saying. He may be going to hell on gasoline draws, Iron Bar Hotel, maybe, he got a whole lifetime stay at the Iron Bar Hotel. I believe if he is getting any time, I believe it's between 10 and 40 years. I'm just saying, what do y'all think that he's going to get? Tell me, y'all, how many years do y'all think he's going to get if they do find him guilty? I'm saying 10 to 40 years that they going to give him for whatever they find him guilty, because there's 5 different charges. Now, with the Rule 29, they may knock off one, maybe the judge, he may knock off one, possibly two. But I believe Sharon says 30 years. Chantel has put the fireballs up. Jamil says making the band was far from shook. Ines is from Philadelphia, not buying it. Okay, my hubby knows Ines. You know Ines, right, baby? I bet, yeah, Jamil knows Ines. My baby is from Philly, and yes, he knows Ines. You know Ines, right? Baby. He got his headphones on. He knows Ines.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows Ines. Chantel says at least 20. D-Dot says facts. That's right, D-Dot. Facts on facts, right? Cherie says Puff Daddy, around white people. Cherie says the best. Let me see. Jamil says thrown out for committing perjury. Antonio says life. B questionable says about 30 years. Sharon says 30 years. Yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm only saying this because, like I said, from what I heard from somebody, I can't confirm or deny. They said that they offered him 15. I think it was 15 years, I believe. Carol says. Cherie says like. Carol says 25 years and 25 years and bald head. Yeah, I know, right? He may be going bald. You know how the men go bald in the crown? He may be going bald, right? Chantel said I'm from Philly too. Oh, okay. Yeah, my baby Jamil Peterson, he is from Philly. Jerty Thomas says London Bridge is falling down. How many more will follow? Smokey Shannon. Smokey Shannon, Fat Joe Tyler, and it's going on and on until the break. I know that's right, Jerty. It's getting crazy, right? I'm telling you, 2025, is it not rocking with all these lawsuits or people extorting people? I don't know, because with Diddy's, like I said, with a lot of those lawsuits with Diddy, I was like, some of these lawsuits, some of them didn't make sense. And then I'm like, where are these lawsuits? Why haven't they processed through the courts? Is it the fact that they didn't really have proof and evidence? Because once you sign a lawsuit, you can file a lawsuit on anybody, but do you have proof? You know what I'm saying? So Sharon says he can get just 15 just for the pew-pews. Oh yeah, right. You're right, Shannon. You're right. Cynthia says, our Heavenly Father will have the final say so no matter what man may do or say. You're right. Terry says, even if he gets 30 years, and if he he only gonna do about 8. Why? Because they knock time off like crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, the feds, they knock. I think the feds, every year they knock some time off. From what I heard, from what I understand. D-Dot said, I hope so. D-Dot said, live. D-Dot said, live. D-Dot said, life. He is not coming home. He's not going to see the day of light again, right? Sunset says,
you keep trying to skip mine.
Oh, my baby. I'm sorry, baby.
3-4 times.
My baby said no more than 2 to 5 years. If found guilty of a few charges, see a mistrial, 1,000%. Okay, baby. You think 2 to 5 years old?
Yeah, it's not even close to any more that time.
My baby said from 2 to 5 years, but I think it's going to be 15 to 40. Sunset says the dirty diddler ain't going. Too much reasonable doubt. The feds failed. That's what they are saying, Sunset. That's what they're saying. You say you can't wait, babe?
I can't wait for everybody.
My baby Jamil said he can't wait. He can't wait to figure out what the disposition of this trial is going to entail. He can't wait, right? Hey, Cynthia, how are you? Chantel said down with the diddler. Okay. Be questionable says they only offered him 87 months. The feds doesn't count in years. Okay, so whatever it was estimated at 15 years from what I heard. Sharon says it's the age of Aquarius. Well, look, I'm saying Diddy right now, y'all, he looked like ho, 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 Merry Christmas. He looked like Santa Claus that stole Christmas 40 years ago. I'm telling you, he looks like a pop-pop, right? He looks like Doesn't he have like a 2 or 3 year old little girl, Love or whatever her name is? He looked like he could be her grandfather right about now. I'm just saying, I seen him with my own eyes with me and my baby Jamil when we went to the court. We were sitting right behind, and I was like, oh my goodness, did he? You done been in there 10 months and you looking like that. I mean, I know the stress, it's a different lifestyle in there, but I'm telling you, he is all grayed out. I'm telling you, he looks like Santa Claus that stole Christmas maybe 40 years ago, coming down the chimney and everything, right? I'm telling you, with the bag and everything, right? Geraldine says, you said a mouthful. Jamal says, listen, we need entertainment. So we are being entertained. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you. And if you don't know my baby Jamil Peterson, which is right here, the one that says, he says mistrial, the one in blue with the wrench, that's my hubby. Check his channel out. If you guys are not already subscribed to his channel, go check him out, subscribe to his channel. And when I say he will have you on the floor dying laughing, he will have you on the floor dying laughing. He is a mess. He is a mess. I love my baby. He is a mess. Let me see. Dora says, hey, I love you so much. Holla back at me. Let me let you see. Okay, Dora. My baby says mistrial. Cherie says 15 years. You are right. Yeah, that's what they said. 15 years. My baby Jamil says no less than 3 years. Trust me. Okay, we gonna see, baby. We gonna see. Dida says give Diddy the chair or the lethal injection. Oh no, y'all. Did you guys, oh my goodness, let me tell y'all something I just found out from my best friend's husband. We were talking about it. We were all, me, Jamil, my best friend and her husband were talking about. I did not know in North Carolina, they just recently did this. In North Carolina or South Carolina, they do death by the pow pow. I did not know this. I was like, what is this called? Baby, what was the name of that thing? What was the name of that thing that, remember where we were talking about that, Rashawn and them? Where they, like if you're in prison instead of,
they shoot you.
but what's the name of it? Do you know the name of it?
I
I don't know the name of it, but it is like instead of the lethal injection or the chair, they will go in there, they will blindfold you, and then they will pow you like 3 times. I think it's like 3 different guards, and then they have the option to, hey, you shoot, you shoot first, you shoot, you pow. I was like, I didn't know that existed. I forget what that's called, but maybe he needs to do that if they give him the death sentence. I don't know if it's gonna go that far, but maybe they need to give him that, give him a taste of his own medicine, right? Give him a taste of his own medication. But they have that. Maybe they need to just get some real strong ones, the rubber ones. Maybe nothing penetrate. Maybe 5.56. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a 9 mil or maybe not no 7.62, because that 7.62 is a big bull. It may be a little bit too much, but maybe 5.56. Full of rubber. Maybe, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just saying. But he needs to take, they need to give him a dose of his own medication. I mean, pop him upside his head. And not when you talking or anything, catch him off guard like he was catching other people off guard, y'all, right? Catching them off guard, just going to the chow hall, pop him upside his head, open his cell and just pop him upside his face and see how he feels about it. Like, see how he feels about it. And those type of people, they not wanting to fight back. Them type of, like, the scary type of people. Because it's like, he like bullies the people he think that, are like scared and like really intimidated, right? Those are the ones that they're scared to, be faced with somebody like, remember they said even in the court case, remember he was trying to get the pow to go handle Suge Knight? Because he wasn't trying to handle him with the fist. He was trying to handle him with a pow, remember? They said Cassie, I guess they had a freak off plan, and somebody said, hey, Suge Knight's down the road. Then he went to go get the pow. He was about to, light him up. But he don't know how to use no fist. But see, in prison, all you have is a fist or maybe a shank or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe He don't know how to use those fists with the real man, if you know what I mean. He don't know how to go, back and forth with a real man. He only knows how to slap people that are like he intimidate. But them jokers in prison, I'm telling you, some of them probably don't even, maybe don't even like him in there. We don't know. He may catch a couple of hands. Maybe he may catch a couple of 24 pieces and 2 biscuits to go while he's in jail, while he's caught off guard, right? He may try to get smart with somebody. He may, and it may be even like a midget or something, right? It may be a midget, or it may be like, they got like, because I have family members been to prison, right? And one family member told me about what a midget, and then one told me about like a what's it called, like a transgender, because they have to still house those transgenders, with tatas, and got the makeup looking better than mine, the hair looking better than mine. They got those type in there, and some of those type, they will jack you up. From what I heard, they will jack you up. So Diddy, he better be careful. I'm just saying, they gonna give him a dose of his own medication. I'm just saying. But that's what they need to do. They need to give him a dose of his own medicine. Let them treat him like he's been treating everybody out on the streets. That's why they won't give him bail, because they already know he ain't gonna do right. He was still freaking off the night that he was posted, before he was supposed to turn himself in, and then the feds, they were like, oh, this joker, he set up a freak off. We about to go and get him. No, let me stop. They thought that from what I heard, they thought that he was gonna try to get away on his plane. And that's why they went and apprehended him in that hotel the night before. Because remember, he was supposed to turn himself in on that Tuesday morning or that Monday morning, but they got him either that Saturday night or that Monday night. That's when they came in, and they was like, oh no. Hey Pang, how are you? Welcome. Jamal says, listen, you go up against a Suge, and you tell me what you would do. I know, right? Just a big joker, right? That's a whole, like, that's a big old bear, right? That's almost like Gene Deal, right? Like Gene Deal, he is huge, right? When my baby, we went to the courthouse and Gene Deal was there, right? And my baby, what you say, baby? You was hiding in the bushes? Jamil, he hid in the bushes when we were at the courthouse, when we were at the Diddy trial. He seen Jill. He was like, I'm going hiding in the bushes. He said he was scared of Gene Deal's kneecaps. But shout out to Gene Deal. My baby Jamil and Gene Deal, they go back and forth in love, right? This love friendship that they have, they go back and forth, but it's all jokes and fun. But shout out to Gene Deal too, because we talked to him on the Saturday that we had the No King's Day, the day before Father's Day. Gene Deal called. He called us, and we were able to talk. Well, one of the other friends called Jamil. We were able to chat, and I was able to tell him Happy Father's Day, and he was over there. I was like, Gene Deal, I need a plate. Hold on, wait a minute, Gene Deal. Gene Deal, he was over there. I mean, he was seasoning the meat. He was cooking up all kind of stuff. I was like, hold up, we need a plate, right? We hungry over here. We need a plate. But he was cooking. Shout out to Gene Deal. But yes, if you was Suge Knight, like, I would be scared too, because them some G Deals, Suge Knight, them some big jokers, right? There's some big jokers. I'm telling you, that I would have been scared and intimidated. But Diddy, he has to, you did the crime, so now you have to do the time, and you got to face the music, right? You got to face the music, scared or not scared. You weren't scared when you was doing all your little dirt. You thought you was, you had your chest pumped out and everything, right? You thought you was tough, like untouchable, but no, I don't think so. Hey, Oatmeal, how are you? Welcome. Sharon says, night all, take care. All right, Sharon, good night. Payne says, Gene Deal is a legend because he actually been in the industry and seen a lot. Yes. Absolutely. Time Traveler says Diddy might be able to hit higher notes when he gets to prison. I know, right? He may be saying la 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 la, And then he like when he thinks he's tough and he's scared and intimidated, he probably like, man, you better think who you think you talking to, right? But then somebody like Gene Deal or Suge, he come there, yes, do you need anything? I got all the money. You need some soap. You need, honey bun. That voice will change, right? I'm telling you, he seems like he is one of those type of narcissists. He only tries to confront people he know that like are scared or intimidated. That he put the fear of God. Like, have you ever heard that saying? People try to put the fear of God in you. That's what he likes to bully those type of people. He likes to think that, I can treat this person like this only because he feels like, like if they were to get in a fight, he can handle people who are shorter than him, maybe the midgets, of course, all the women, right? That's just who he is. That's just how the narcissist, that's what they do, right? Ray Blue put laughing out loud. Stacy says, hey girl, I love that color lipstick. It looks good on you. Thank you, Stace. Thank you. Donna says, hi, hey. Jamal says, look, money works, even heavier in prison. Trust. Oh, I know, right? He may have, what's that guy's name? The one that's in prison and the one with what's her name? Not Nicki Minaj, but what's that other one? What the other girl? I forget her name, but remember that guy? He went to prison in Cali and I think he got stabbed because he was, I guess, I don't know what situation, but yes, money talks and everything walks, right? Oatmeal says Trump is gonna pardon him. You think so, Oatmeal? I don't know. Cause I just see just the other day they were rolling some. I don't know where I found it. I forget. I don't know. It was probably on one of these social media websites, right? And I seen where Diddy was talking bad about Trump. I was like, what? And then I also seen and heard that what's his not Gene Deal, but the other bodyguard, he would take him up there to visit Trump for hours. Were they clapping each other's cheeks? I don't know. Allegedly, possibly, I don't know. Don't get me that. I don't know. But they said he was taking him up there to see Trump for hours. So I don't know. Jamal pronounced Jamil, not Jamal. Okay, it's Jamil. Wait. Jamil pronounced Jamil, not Jamal. Okay, so it's Jamil like my baby. Okay, Jamil. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Time Traveler says Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, Market. Yes. Tory Lanez, I think his name is something like Tory Lanez. Yes, thanks, Time Traveler. Yes. Remember he got, they put a shank on him or beat him up or something like that. So yeah, you got money. Oh yeah. You think you can run the whole prison because you got money? There's gonna be somebody in there that's gonna challenge you, right? Natalie says, could you say a prayer for me? I am pregnant and I will be giving birth in 2 weeks. Oh, I will say a prayer. Y'all pray for Natalie. She's going to be giving birth. Ooh, baby, I'm going to pray for you, honey, because that childbirth ain't no joke, honey. I had 2 of them. Look, 2 of them. And I'm telling you that was that pain ain't no joke. So all prayers, right? Tammy says, Trump got bigger problems. I know, right? He ain't trying to be fooling up with Diddy. He like, Diddy, ain't nobody got time over there. Ain't nobody told you to go get the freak off mermaid. He like, I told you, Diddy, you should have went to the sperm bank. I told you should have got a contract between you and the sperm bank and you would have been all right and get a contract with the mermaids and the dancing freak off dolls at the country cowboys or whatever. You should have got a contract with them and you would have been all right. But you didn't want to listen. Hard head make a soft behind. So I see you when I see you. Because I don't know if I want to say this, y'all. But do y'all ever like kind of follow the Simpsons and their predictions? Go check it out for yourself. And y'all tell me what y'all see with Trump predictions for 2025. And when I seen that, I was like, ooh, oh my God. Okay. I was like, ooh, that's not... Yeah. That's. I don't know. Y'all go check it out. When I seen that, I was like, "Oh Lord Jesus!" Sometimes those the Simpsons predictions be on point, and all I said was, "Oh my God!" And this stuff right here with this war and stuff, I was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." Tammy says, "And Natalie, is this your first child?" Yeah, is it your first child, Natalie? Jerdy says The Simpsons. Yes, The Simpsons. Just go check it out. Just any social media. Look it up on Google. And y'all see what I was like, oh my goodness. And I was like, I don't know. Calm Down says, go believe in Jesus Christ and not a show. And how about you believe in somebody else and not the lounge? And go about your business, right? We ain't got time for that. How about that? Send you around the corner with some nuts in your mouth. How about that? Okay, Tamika. Hey, Tamika, how are you? Welcome. Tamika says, yes, The Simpsons be on point. Yes, Tamika, I seen that today, and I was like the other day, and I was showing Jamil. I was like, you see this? I was like, whoa. Y'all go check it out, because I was like, whoa, this is a little steep now. I'm just saying. But when I seen that 2025, Trump, Simpsons predictions, I was like, wow. Natalie says, I'm so scared to give birth. It's my oh, Natalie, all I'm gonna tell you is just pray to the good Lord, baby. I mean, I can't prepare you more than just that. Because when them contractions come, oh my God, you gonna be wanting to throw coffee mugs. You gonna be slapping stuff off tables and everything. Ooh, that's ooh. I'm just gonna pray for you. I'm gonna keep you in prayer, baby. Oh my God, I'd be scared too. Jamil says, in the feds, the New York car wouldn't allow no one going at them in there. Oh wow. So he gonna have to face the music, right? D-Dot says, Tamika Cassie, hey girl. Natalie says, I'm only 19. Ooh, you's a baby, honey. Tamika says, they predicted that Trump would be the president in 2024, and that was a 90s episode back when Trump said he would never run. Yes, Tamika, you on something, girl. You is on something. You got to go and check out the prediction for 2025 for Trump. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, I was like, oh, I don't know what to say about it. Whew. But y'all, it's crazy, right? But needless to say, y'all, Diddy, the prosecution, they rested their case today. And it is up and stuck from here. So tomorrow, I believe from what I understood, they're not starting court until 12 o'clock tomorrow. And the jurors are not going to come in tomorrow. They're going to give the jurors off that day. So I guess they're going to proceed then on Thursday and then, pick up from there. So I don't know, y'all. Oh, it's going to be crazy. I mean, we gonna see. Tammy says, and Natalie, be prepared for the pain. It's a scary experience, but God never gives us more than we can handle. Yes, he don't give you more than you can bear, right? He don't just let your plate overflow when he ain't there to catch it, right? So God got you. Yes, just pray, baby. Just pray. Also, all I'm saying is just pray, honey. But hopefully the epidural will come fast, or if it's natural, it'll be fast. But prayers for your new bundle of joy, and I hope and wish that you have a great, birthing. Everything goes well with the birth, and your baby is healthy. Tammy says, we need to watch The Simpsons to see what's going to happen next, y'all. Yes. Sharice is laughing. Jerdy says, you're going to be okay, Natalie. Every pregnancy is different. Yes, yeah, it is. Tammy says, wasn't fast enough for me. Yeah, I know, right? Nellie says, I'm having a baby boy. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Yes, they grow up fast too. Telling you, them kids, they grow up fast. Sometimes, you love them, but they get on your nerves. When it's time Saturday, it's time to sleep in. They all in your face, rubbing you all. But those are like the best moments when you look back. You see, when they sleeping with you, they got the foot in the mouth. They be like 1, 2 years old. They sleeping in the bed with you, taking a nap or whatever. You got the foot in the mouth. But those are like the precious moments that like you can remember, because they grow up fast now. They really grow up fast. Peng says, congrats. Natalie says, what should I name him? I don't know. Look, I don't know. Peng says, yep, they do. My son is 5'5", laughing out loud. God, Peng, what you feed that boy? I know you feeding him some good old some of that island food. Are you from Thai, Peng, or where are you from, Peng? Cause I know I don't know, Thai, cause I was telling Jamil about Thailand. I was like, we got to go to Thailand. I'm ready to go back. I've been to Thailand. Jamil hasn't, but I'm like, I need to go. I need to go eat some of that good food. We just had actually Thai food last night. I love me some Thai food, but y'all be eating good. That's yeah, Filipino. Ooh, I love them too. Philippines, yes, 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 yes. Love, love. I love all Asian. Thailand. I love Filipino, Korean. I'm telling you, I love all my Asian foods. Ooh, I love them. I love, love, love them. Yes. Go to the Philippines. Yes, that's where I wanted to go. One of my next, I wanted to go to Philippines and I think it's Philippines. I don't remember what's the one with the swing. Not Bangkok. Bangkok. Anywhere. I want to go to one of the places that I want to go. I know Philippines is one, but where the swings are at. They have these swings. You put a nice, big, beautiful, like flowy dress on, and then you're on there with the swings. That's where I want to go. I want to go there. But yeah, I want to go to Philippines because I love Filipino food. Yes, 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 indeed. Peng says my dude cooks some Louisiana soul food, and I cook Filipino food. Laughing out loud. Both worlds are amazing. Yes, I love me some. Yes, me and Jamil with the Louisiana for his birthday. Yes, for Mardi Gras, and we had some good food. We had a great time in Louisiana. Absolutely, yeah. You know the Louisiana cook. Them folks be cooking down there with their little Geechee selves, right? Or not Geechee, a whole different accent. They talk different and everything, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Philippines. Cherie says having a baby is a blessing. Yes, it is. Yes, and they grow up fast. And I mean, these little kids, they know how. I be seeing them 2, 3 years old. They be know how to work the iPhones already. Know how to talk, have conversations. They be 2 years old. I be like, whoa, 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 wait a minute now. These kids these days, I don't know what's in the water, what's in these cell phones, but they are smart. So they are smart. They know how to do all kind of stuff at a very young age, which is great. It's amazing. But I'm telling you, times have changed since my kids. You know, my kids is older than Methuselah, but times have changed. These kids, I'm telling you, even back when my kids were being raised, they were smart. But with all this technology, I'm telling you, these little kids, they is smart, right? They're little baby geniuses, right? Natalie said I should. Peng said, yes, yes. I'm telling you, it is crazy. John, hey, John, how are you? John says, yes, they do. Yes. Tammy said he could be a junior. Yeah, he could be a junior. He can be a junior. Dida says, Peng, what's up, girl? Yes, he could be a junior or name him. I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I ain't named no kids in a long time. Nelly says, what's the best way to give birth? Oh, I don't know, honey. Hold on just a second, y'all. Hold. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. I'm about to get off here. I got to go. I've been on here for like, we got 120 minutes. We've been here a long time. A long time. But thank you guys for showing up. We're going to keep you guys in the loop with Diddy and what is going to happen tomorrow. Court doesn't start until 12 o'clock, but y'all know I'll be on here later because that's when YouTube says my people is on here allegedly, right? So I'm trying to go and follow what my YouTube is saying. So I'm going to be on here around the same time or a little bit later or maybe a little bit before. We'll see. And we're going to keep you up with the up and up on what's happening with Diddy. Because when I say it is crunch time, I'm telling you it's crunch time. And his butt is probably clenching when he goes into that courtroom. Because this is what is going to, seal his fate. Am I going home or am I going back to the MDC or until I get slated to be in whatever federal prison? Maybe roommates with R. Kelly. I don't know, because allegedly his girlfriend came out and said, she didn't ask him to marry. I'm like, oh my goodness, girl, what you need a hot toddy, maybe. I don't know. But y'all, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna keep you guys in the loop as this Diddy trial comes to an end. So y'all stay tuned. Always leave with love, peace, and tranquility, as I always say, y'all. And y'all, I will see y'all in the next live. Night night. Sleep tight.